So I don't want to delay War of the Roses, but we're having a big debate here. Monica was overhearing this as we're kind of getting to know Monica and her story. And Fallon's giving me a hard time because I have a bag over here of sea salt and vinegar chips. And at the end of the bag, Monica, I tilted it back and shook the crumbs into my mouth, which is what a human does when they're done with the chips. You tilt it back and you shake the salty deliciousness into your mouth.
Head tilt. We literally had a conference call the other day with someone important. He went out of frame of the Zoom call to do this. There is no need. He's like, you'll miss the good bits if you don't. I said, you can still have them. You just shake them into your hand and then put that mouth
they stick to your hand.
You're so dramatic. That's something you should have stopped doing in public. Do it in the privacy of your own home, of course.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Sea salt and vinegar chips are disgusting, first of all. They
Thank
make
you.
Your breath hot
They are.
for everyone around you.
They are. I don't like that flavor either.
I like them a lot. But I want to ask you, Monica, forget about War of the Roses. I mean, we'll get to that in a minute. But do you shake the chips into your mouth from the bag?
No, I can't say that I do.
What do you do then? You don't leave the delicious salty chips in the bottom of the bag, do you?
I pick out as much as I can with my hand, I think.
Yeah.
And then I think I'm civilized. That's it.
Dave has these weird, very strict standards on so many things with humans, but then he does something like that. And I'm like, I don't understand how you are strict with this or this, but that is socially acceptable. It's a very weird set of rules and standards. It doesn't bother you.
That's why, because it doesn't bother you. You don't like it look away. However, if you wear pajama bottoms to Target, you should be ashamed of yourself.
I do it all the time.
You are disgusting. Dress yourself up.
Dress yourself up for Target? Are you listening
Put on a pair of pants. Put on a pair of pants.
They just have an elastic waist.
Monica, do you wear pajama pants to Target?
I do. I go comfortable. Absolutely. Yeah.
You know what? I can't hang with you two anymore.
That's fine.
Okay.
We're going to hang with each other.
All right, Monica. We're going to get a little bit serious. Tell me what's going on with your boyfriend Keith on War of the Roses.
Okay. So the other day, he was showing me this video on his phone. It was like cats falling asleep and then falling off of things, like a compilation.
First of all, send me that video.
Okay, so he's showing you a video, and something happens.
And he's holding the phone as I'm watching it, and then he gets a text notification at the top of the screen, and he as soon as it came in, he quickly swiped it away, swiped it up so it'll go away. But I am almost positive that it said "See you Saturday" and then had 3 heart emojis after it. And as soon as he swiped it away, I was like, "What's that?" And he was like, no, nothing. Just watch. This part's coming up. It's super funny. And so he kind of, made me back away from it. And with this video that we kept watching, but ever since then, I can't stop thinking about, about that and what else is going on. And it's kind of got me looking at things differently. And so he said he hurt his back, and I asked him what happened, and he claims he slipped on ice running, but he doesn't run. So I got me thinking, I bet he was doing something wild and cheating and with somebody else. And I know it's a stretch.
That is a big stretch, because if you hurt your back, you probably didn't do it having sex. But why would he lie? You could, sure. But then why would he lie and say that he was running? Because it sounds like that's a lie. If he doesn't run, I mean, if Fallon said, I hurt my back running, I'd be like, you don't run. If Susan says she hurt her back running, my wife, I'd be like, oh, well, be careful.
Maybe I'm running for the ice cream truck. I don't know.
Okay. Let me go back and ask you something, because I was thinking about this as you told me. So when did you see the text? What day of the week? Has it been more than? In other words, did he disappear on Saturday? Because if he was missing time on Saturday and said, I'm going to my mom's house, or I'm going shopping, or whatever, was he gone that Saturday and you didn't know where he was for sure?
Yeah, I mean, he went out for a couple hours, but he always runs his errands and stuff on Saturday. So okay. I really didn't think anything of it until I started thinking back, and then this text, and So I don't know. And like I said, the man doesn't run. Like he wouldn't run if I asked him to.
Yeah.
So
much
like,
less
that's
in the
not-
cold. I mean, in Minnesota,
Right.
people
It's not
run,
the time right now
but
to start
not many.
running.
No, not many people run outside during this time of the year because it is icy and it's cold. So if he went out and tried to run, okay, you definitely have some evidence there. I'd say your stronger evidence is the heart emojis, and you're sure they were hearts. You're sure they were like.
I'm pretty sure.
Would his mom ever text him, "See you Saturday" with 3 hearts?
He would no, first of all, but if she did, I don't see why he would hide that from me, you know.
Oh, good point. Yeah. He'd be like, "Oh, it's my mom." And you wouldn't
Yeah.
swipe up all of a sudden, be like, "Ah, mom." Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to change things up a little bit on War of the Roses. We're going to make the phone call right now. No break. We're going to make the phone call to him right
Yep.
now. What's your ploy? Are you the bank? Are you the credit union? Who are you this week?
I won't be the credit union, but
Be the credit union.
I'll be the library, and he has a book that's late, and if he returns it by tomorrow, then no, that
let's-
doesn't work. You're right,
let's
that
do
doesn't
the-
work.
Let's do the bank.
So should I stick with the cable company?
Cable
I usually-
company's
Yep,
good.
there it is. There it is. We found our way back to what we always do.
So then you call and say, take this survey, customer satisfaction survey.
Yeah.
As your reward, I'm going to send you roses. And then who does he send the roses to? It should be Monica and not anybody else. But we're not going to make you wait. We're going to make that phone call right now on KDWB. And here we go.
We are going to send a dozen long stem romantic roses out for you this week for Valentine's Day. So what I'll grab from you, Keith, is I need the name of the recipient. So who do you want to send them to?
Now, who do you think he's going to say? What do you think he's going to say? We're doing it different this week. We're going to come back in a second and find out what Keith says, who he wants to send the roses to. What do you think? Does she have enough evidence? Is 3 hearts and a "See You Saturday" enough evidence that he's cheating? Would you suspect that he was hurt himself while having sex rather than running? And what video was he watching with all those funny cats falling
I
asleep?
need that video.
What do you think? What do you make of this? Call me at 651-989-KDWB or text at KDWB1. We'll come back in a second. You'll find out who Keith is going to send the roses to on War of the Roses on KDWB. Before we get back to it, let's recap. So they've been seeing each other for a while. Now, first of all, he's watching funny cat videos on his phone.
Which I respect. They sound hilarious, and I'm looking them up myself.
Well, it's cats falling asleep, and then when they fall asleep, they fall off of whatever they're sleeping on, which sounds hysterical.
Yeah.
So he's holding his phone up to her, and like a notification comes up with like "See you Saturday" and then 3 hearts, and it went by so fast he swiped up with his finger, and she's like, "What was that?"
Nothing.
So then now her radar is up, and this is the problem. If you do anything and you get caught, now they never really trust you again.
Yeah, now you going to the bathroom is sketchy.
What are you doing in there? Jonathan Fogel, attorney, family law attorney, is going to come up in a second to give us some advice and some insight and things about emojis. And he's actually seen a court case that involved emojis. But then he says he went out running and he hurt his back when he fell running. And she's like, well, number one, he doesn't run. That's weird. Number two, a lot of people don't run in the wintertime anymore, especially newbie runners. The hardcore ones, you see them out there. But so what are you saying? What are people saying on text messaging about today's War of the Roses? We'll make the call within a minute or so.
This one says, what dumb A doesn't hide the notifications when they are cheating? He definitely is, and obviously doesn't care if you find out. Sorry, love. Someone else said, War of the Roses sounds a little stretched, but I've seen less turn into a lot more.
Well, and that's the thing. Sometimes it's like, that's a little bit of a stretch. We got somebody on the phone who wants to give us some input, too. We're going to make it quick because I know you got to get into work. Dylan up in Waterville. What do you want to say, Dylan? What's going on?
Yeah, I was the one who sent in that message. A lot less turns into a lot more. It's just one of those things where she might have something, but at the same point, it could be just totally absurd, and he really did hurt his back running for her.
And that's the thing. You know what? I think you're right, Dylan. I think that sometimes people look at something and they go, okay, what are you doing? You looked at me funny. I know you're up to something. It's like, no. But then sometimes all they did was look at you funny, but you knew something was up.
Yep.
Dylan, thanks for listening. I appreciate it. Let's get back to it on KWB with the phone call on War of the Roses.
We we are going to send a dozen long stem romantic roses out for you this week for Valentine's Day. So what I'll grab from you, Keith, is I need the name of the recipient. So who do you want to send them to?
Blake.
Okay. And like with most roses, we can attach a card if you'd like. What would you like the card to say?
Let's just do Happy Valentine's Day.
Perfect. Easy enough.
Yeah.
People tell me this is the most cringe-worthy part of War of the Roses.
Agreed.
When I have to explain to the guy what's actually happening. First of all, Keith, it was fun talking to you. You sound like a charming guy with the cat videos and, the falling asleep, and that sounds good. But I do have some bad news for you.
What?
Yeah, your girlfriend Monica is listening in as you sent roses to somebody else. So Monica's on the phone.
Blake?
Wait, what?
Who's Blake?
So
Why are you sending roses to Blake?
What?
she called. Okay,
Oh,
she
my God,
called
why?
us. She called us. We are on the radio. We're radio
Oh, my God.
people over at
Oh, my
KDWB
God,
Radio, and she said, "I want you to trick Keith into sending flowers to somebody to see if he sends them to me."
Then
And
you
so
call the radio station?
people do it all the time. Keith, every week
Yeah.
they call us.
What?
Yeah, people do it all the time. Yeah, you know who does it is people that don't have trust. Oh, my God.
You're right. I
told
don't
you.
have trust.
Yeah.
Why would I trust you? You just sent roses
What do
to
you-
somebody else.
No, like, I'm trying. Okay, there's so many things. I'm trying to get. If I want to go on a run, I'm going to go on a run if I feel like it. I just wanted to get out of the house, okay? And I hurt my back. And that's why.
First of all, I would love it if you actually went on a run.
Yeah, I know you would. That's why I did.
Who is Blake?
Blake is a dude. He's my friend.
You don't have any
And
friends.
he's the
You don't
one
have any
who
friends
sent me
named
that
Blake?
text because he was like, he like, you know how friends, like, sometimes they're like, oh, baby, like, as a joke. Like, he was like, oh, see you tomorrow, sweetheart, or something like that. And then I was showing you the video, and I saw it on my screen, and I knew that they'd say something or get
So
tears.
you
I
don't
tried to
know
throw
any
it
of.
away.
Do you know a lot of his friends, Monica? You don't know a Blake.
I know all of his friends. There's no Blake.
Blake
You know how
can be a
guilty you
girl's
sound
name,
right
by the
now?
way.
Oh,
Because
Blake is easily half and half a girl's name, don't
Yeah.
you think?
Well, I
Yeah.
know the
make fun of
actress
it all
Blake
the time
Lively.
because Blake can be a girl's name. It's funny. It's a joke. You don't know all my friends.
Dude,
I-
I've been.
like,
I do know your friends. We've
Oh,
been
yeah?
together long enough. Let me just hop on Facebook real quick and check your friends list. And then this will be solved real easily. I'll
Facebook?
Yeah.
Oh, he's not on Facebook.
How convenient is that?
He's not on Facebook.
What? He's not on Facebook. No,
Dude, nobody sends their buddy flowers as a joke when they've got a girlfriend. I mean, you
come on.
might if you
Come on,
already
yeah.
sent flowers to your girlfriend, but if somebody called and offered me free flowers to send to anybody I want, I wouldn't be like, yeah, no, I'm going to send them to Zach Dillon just to be funny.
Yeah.
I'd be
You
like,
don't
oh, we'll
call
send
Zach
you-
Dillon baby or sweetheart, like you said.
Happy Valentine's Day, Zach.
Like, yeah. Like, it's you never like sent like a joke card to your friend before or a joke thing, especially like it's Valentine's Day. Okay, it's lonely. He's having a tough time.
Oh no,
It is
not
that
this
one.
one.
Not
Not
that
this one. Oh no.
He's trying to like, what a joke! We're gonna share him with a joke.
Either you've got the funniest boyfriend ever, or he's seeing someone named Blake.
Well,
It's
you know
the
what?
second
Clearly,
option.
it's like I'm not the funniest boyfriend ever because now look what he's done with this whatever radio show thing. Now I'm gonna have to go home and deal with this. Thanks a lot.
You're
I
welcome.
don't even get free flowers.
No, absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Thanks. Yeah, thanks for that. Great. Love it.
We got to talk to Jonathan about everything with War of the Roses and emojis.
Yeah. Jonathan has a story about emojis and how they can get you in trouble. Good morning, counselor.
Good morning. And Fallon, I really appreciate it, although you may be mad at me because I also tip the bag of potato chips into my mouth when I'm done.
So
Do you
we
do
gotta
that in
it.
meetings? Like you're in the middle of mediation, you're like, hold on, I got to get these last crumbs? Because that's what Dave does.
That's really the only time I do it.
Great.
In the courtroom. Hold on,
Yeah.
Judge.
Tap, tap, tap. Yeah.
So emojis got a couple in trouble, or got a half of a couple in trouble.
They did. I mean, words don't just matter, but emojis matter, right? I had a case, this was not too long ago, and I was representing the ex-wife. And the ex-husband was sending nasty messages to her, mostly just words and text.
Now, when you say nasty, you don't mean sexually nasty, but mean and mean-spirited messages. Yeah, okay.
Yes, exactly. Dave, get your mind out of the gutter. I mean, nasty meaning not nice. Yes,
Right.
exactly.
So what happened? What happened?
Well, they began to escalate, right? So he started to send not just messages, or not just text, but he started to send like a fist emoji,
Oh,
right? And
that's
she
not
didn't really
okay.
think anything of that too much, right? But then he sent a headstone emoji.
Yeah, not okay. Yeah.
No,
Getting
and then
worse.
it escalated. Right, escalated to then he sent a gun emoji.
And a
And
gun
at that
emoji.
point, at that point, she felt extremely in fear for her safety and what he might do as it started to escalate. So we went to court, and as part of the evidence that we used to get an order of protection were these messages that had these emojis in them. And he said, "Oh, I was just joking. They were just fun. Emojis are fun." But the judge found that she was in reasonable fear for her safety by seeing these emojis that he was sending to her.
I absolutely agree with the judge, because that's what anybody's going to say after they say something inappropriate or sexual or threatening or cruel.
It was a joke.
Joking. Come on, I'm
like,
just
wow.
joking. So what?
And
Go ahead, counselor. Go
no,
ahead.
I was just going to say you're absolutely right. I mean, there's no reason to send those kind of emojis, and when you do that, it's just coming around and back and saying, "Well, I was just joking. It was just funny." It's not funny to the person you're sending it to.
No.
It's not. It's threatening. It's makes things scary. So
If you are getting to the point in your marriage or relationship where you're thinking about going down the road toward a divorce and there's no shame in this, we always talk to Jonathan. We're like, okay, listen, it's like nobody wants to get hip surgery, but sometimes you got to get hip surgery.
Yeah.
This is hip surgery. You don't want to get it, but sometimes it's got to happen. God, that's a great analogy. I'll let you use that one, counselor.
I'm gonna use that one. I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
add that to my website.
great.
If you are going down that road and you don't know where to go, and a lot of people don't know what the first move is, get a consultation from Jonathan, and he will help you get down that road and out on the other side. Counselor, thank you so much for being on FogelFamilyLaw.com, FOGEL, FamilyLaw.com.
Thank you, guys. Well, have a great week.
Yeah,
You
you
too.
can.